kitchen. Today I'm gonna make a vegetarian meatballs quinoa salad. Alright, for the ingredients we have oregano, Italian seasoning, some salt and pepper, smoked paprika, onion powder, a yellow mustard, some broth. This is a European, but whichever one you'd like. This one, vegetarian meatballs, baby spinach, quinoa, broccoli, sunflower seeds, feta, and for the vegetables we have avocado, onion, some bell peppers, and a cucumber. For the quinoa, we're gonna add 2/3 of a cup of quinoa. So over here we have 1 1/3 cup water, and I'm adding the quinoa to the pan, and consecutively you add the water. So we'll add the quinoa to the stove. You have it on high fire until it boils, and then after it we're gonna reduce it to medium heat and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Right, next I'm gonna cut up the bell peppers. I have these two already made. Once you have them chopped lengthwise, we make little cubes with them. Now that the quinoa is boiling, I'm taking a cube of broth, adding it to it. What we have here is a generous 2 cups of chopped up bell peppers. You can choose to cook them with some olive oil, or you can choose to put them in raw. I prefer mine raw just because it doesn't compromise the nutrients. So right now I'm just gonna lay them to the side and gonna make these meatless meatballs. For the meatballs, I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil. So we have the fire on medium to high. You add the meatballs carefully, because if any water jumps into the oil, it will jump back at you. Next, I'm going to coat them. Make sure that all of them get some olive oil on them. I'm starting with some Himalayan pink salt. It's actually really good for you, so I recommend using that over any other salt. You just coat them a little bit. That's it. Then we're doing some black pepper. Same, coat them. That's it. Then I add some onion powder. I have mine here. There we go. And we can add some. These are just herbs of your choice, whatever you'd like to add. I add some oregano and some Italian seasoning. Then we mix it up. Being that these are vegetarian meatballs, you can cook them however long you'd like, to your preference. I personally like things crispy, so I'm gonna let them sit here for about 10 minutes on low heat. This quinoa has been cooking for about 10-15 minutes now. You can see that it's ready because it's sprouted. So this is a good way to tell if quinoa is ready, if the sprout has come out. You can tell. Alright, I like to cut the stem off because it's pretty hard, and then you just cut them into little pieces. Because I decided to keep my bell peppers raw, I'm actually going to cook the broccoli for a little bit, mixed in with the meatballs. I like to add a little bit of olive oil on top of it, and we are going to the bowl. We're going to add everything to the bowl. So added to the quinoa, we are doing the cut bell peppers. Next, we grab the chopped onions and add it to the bowl. Now that the broccoli and the meatless meatballs are ready, I take them off the fire and I just let them rest, because if I add them too quickly to the salad, the leaves will get really soggy. Now we add the cut cucumber to the bowl. Next, we're gonna cut the avocado. Be really careful here. Funny story, but I stabbed myself taking a pit of avocado out. So here's a little trick. Never go like this. Actually go. You should hear it firm so you can hold it, and then you turn. I am cutting the avocado like a griddle. Next, I'm going to add the avocado. I like to use a spoon. Kind of just go 360 around it. We are adding the baby spinach leaves. Next, I'm going to mix it up. I like to use tongs just because they make the job a little bit easier. And I like to kind of go circular motion so you avoid throwing things out. So for the dressing, I'm going to take a lemon, cut it in half. I like to hold it this way, so if any seeds come out, they come into your hand first. Next, we're going to add some yellow mustard to it. Then we're going to add some olive oil. It's the same one I used for the meatballs. You wanna coat it, when you look at it from the side, you wanna make sure that you have more olive oil than you have lemon juice. You see the difference here? Otherwise it's too acidic. So I'm gonna add some oregano and Italian seasoning, same as I've added to the meatballs itself. Some black pepper. This is the color it should have, given that it's a mustard sauce. Now for the last two additions, we're adding some sunflower seeds. Now that these have chilled down, I can add them to our bowl here. And again, mix it up. The last ingredient before we add the dressing is going to be feta. This one is sheep. Lastly, we're going to add the dressing. Make sure it's nice and mixed. You add it. Mix it all up. All right, now for the best part, we're going to taste it. So good. Well, that wraps up this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching, and let's see what we're gonna be cooking up next.